up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no
You
problem.
got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this bright and beautiful 48 degrees here in Massachusetts. Yes, it's great to be back home. How are you doing today, Mark?
I'm good, and it's 58 degrees here.
Yeah, it's 48 here. I'm so
Good
glad to be
morning,
back home.
everyone.
And it was so nice to get to be spending time with Dawn and Mary, Patrick and Veronica. What
Oh,
a
I bet. I'm
week.
so jealous.
Jennifer, baby grandbaby here yet? First in the chat was Scarlett. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Marlene. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Regina. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Never limit yourself because other limitation. Oh, I like that. I like that you've been doing these little quotes every day like that. That's been pretty cool on the shows.
That
Craig,
is
hello,
cool.
good morning and welcome. And there's Carol. Hello, good morning and welcome, Carol. How
Hey,
are you
baby
doing?
girl.
I hope you're getting some sleep because I heard you were not getting sleep last week, worrying, and it's gonna be okay. Little Debbie, hello, good morning and welcome. And Miss Denise, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else. Miss Denise. Craig running his mouth. Jennifer is going to be a grandma today, maybe. Oh, okay, maybe today. Okay, I know she said either today or tomorrow. I know you're getting excited. I know you are. Yeah, I can't believe it's 3 years already, Scarlett. My theme on my short today is this of our own diamonds. I like that. No, Craig, that's on your channel. We're gonna not gonna hold our breath for that one though. Yeah, we know you ain't gonna do that like that. Shine bright like a diamond. That's right. It was a good song too. It is a good song. Let's see here. Everybody's chit chatting back and forth. That's right. Don't hold your breath. That's right. Well, good, Greg. Go take a nap. Uh, Terry, hello, good morning and welcome. And Patrick, hello, good morning and
Patrick!
welcome. Oh my God, we laughed so much. We had a good time. We got to sit and chill and eat and talk, and oh, it was great. I was so glad to even meet Veronica. Yes, there's Patrick. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
pretty jealous about that.
let's see. Heather, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And
Good
Claudette,
morning, Heather.
hello, good morning and welcome. And how
Hey,
are you
sweet
doing?
Claudette.
Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see. And there's Jennifer. Hello, good morning and welcome, Jennifer. And Michael. Hello, good morning and welcome. And it looks like you changed your channel name again to ASMR. Are you doing those type of videos now? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. It was a lot of driving, but it was worth it. It was nice seeing different sights, different places. It's pretty. No traffic, no problems. Every now and then there was a cop pulling somebody over. Cops were all over the place this weekend. And Randy, hello, good morning and welcome.
Good
And how are
morning.
you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Tonight, 4 o'clock. The thumbnail's all ready to go. Hope to see y'all there. We're gonna play this one by ear today. We don't have no theme, no question, no nothing. Just we're gonna go with it. Are we getting drunk at 4? I don't know. You can if you want. Your choice. It's up to you. No alcohol is required. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. No. Waiting on the text from the hospital that they text her anytime. Awesome. Denise, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? It's almost
Denise! Oh, I
14.
have to mention this.
What?
Denise and Michael, not not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, are gonna start a show at 8 p.m. Central.
So it's gonna be on Wednesdays. Awesome.
It is going to be on Wednesdays.
Cool. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nice. But I'll be
The
asleep.
the two of them. I'm gonna get Michael started on this end. He'll learn.
That's right. I had to change I had to change the name like I do my underwear, just who I know. All right, Michael. It's a me, Angie. Hello, good morning and welcome.
Hey,
And how are you
sweetheart.
doing? Good to see you. So it's wine down with wine. If you that's right, it's your choice. Yep.
Or you can do puff puff pass.
Whatever you choose. That's right. We need to do something, being we starting at 4 o'clock, do something different at 4:20. Yeah. I just thought of that. I think about all kind of stuff. Look, this trip, I had a lot of thinking I was doing on the way, like what to do here, could do that. And then I'm over at Dawn and Mary's. I went 2 days. If y'all missed last Thursday, I had the honors of being on the show with them in live in their room where they broadcast from, and that was so cool. I even got to pick Dawn had me pick a estate sale. So I put my zip code in, and sure enough, there was one that had like over 500 and some pages of pictures. So that's what we used. And nobody won bingo. But we all thought about Patrick because there was so many. This person must have had a big collection of ashtrays. You name it, they had it from every state, country, you name it, it was there. Vintage, oh Lord, Jesus, they had some vintage ashtrays. How to roll cigarettes, all that stuff was in that estate sale bingo this past Thursday. So if you missed it, go back and check it out. I was sitting between them both. That's right. That's code 56. So yeah, that was really nice. I was able to do that last Thursday. Actually, I went over there and I spent the day there. And then we went and had dinner with Dawn and Mary. And did we do? Yeah, that's right. We did lunch with Patrick and Veronica on Thursday night. And then Friday, we went back with Robert and I, and then of course I made myself a budget. I said I'm not going to spend X, Y, Z. This is the most I'm going to spend, and I came below my budget. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus, but I got a lot. So that's going to be in a haul video that I'm going to do because out of respect for Dawn and Mary, even though they're doing their estate sale, and it is online now, it is live. I got to meet the ladies who were doing their estate sale. Very nice. Everything that was priced, we just I put them in on the side in a box, and at the end, I just paid for everything. So that was pretty cool. And then had a lot of these people were very organized, and I like that. I've never seen them that organized before, and them ladies definitely know what they're doing. Baby girl vibes, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing?
Good morning, baby girl.
Let's see here. So nice to be. Yes, it was, and it was different because we had different varieties of food we picked. My choice Friday for dinner was the Cajun place as a NOLA Cajun restaurant, not that far from Dawn and Mary, and that we had to do. So I got to have my shrimp po' boy and chicken and sausage andouille sausage gumbo. Oh, I was in heaven. It was so good. And the guy finally remembered me when we were talking about when I did his interview with him and did a cooking channel video with him. And he was like, oh, I got to go. You still got it up there? I said, yeah, it's still up there. And he's still running it. And he's got a second restaurant now in their area. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So they're doing really well. And the food's really good and consistent. I loved it. It was like heaven. Oh, my God. Yeah. So, Mark, what have you got going on this past weekend? Anything special you did?
We did a whole lot of driving also, but it was all, I'll say, within 75 miles of Kansas City. And we found some new places. Well, I have it on the GoPro. I did do some video. Um, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, it was nice last week where both myself and Mark and Mike were on the road, and we still did the live from wherever we were. And it just so happened we were
Speaking
both on the
of,
road.
yeah, I learned something new.
About your phone using EV mugs?
Yeah,
And what was that?
that I can actually do it.
That's right. Changes are good, and sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Do you have anything going on this week? And do you have any openings for anything you have available on your channel coming up?
Openings are going to be in November and December, and um, the Friendselling with Friends is going to be tomorrow on Two Old Guys Vintage and Resales channel, which would be me. I think Michael will be here. At 12:30 to 1, we have Red Hour Resell Regina. 1 to 1:30 is Marion Hilton. 1:30 to 2 is Denise's Magical Emporium. 2 to 2:30 is going to be Jen Head. 2:30 to 3 will be me, Michael and I. 3 to 3:30 will be Randy. 3:30 to 4 will be Gina Mitchell or Southern Siren Vintage. 4 to 4:30 will be Laura Costa, Blue Flamingo. 4:35 was be the Groves Bargain Emporium, Stephanie Groves.
They said they can barely hear you. Can you get closer to your mic?
Well, yes, I can. Let me see what I have done here. And then from, oh, come on now. 5 to 5:30 is going to be Becky's Vintage and More. I hope that was better because everything is
They
good
said,
here.
yeah, they said thank you. Toby, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how have you been? Good to see you. Welcome. And also, Melinda came in. Melinda, sweet saying hello,
Hey,
good morning,
Melinda.
and welcome. And how are you doing? Don't forget that Melinda is doing the monthly reseller community sale on September 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't get it. Melinda, I'm sorry, but with me being out, I did not get a chance to go look at it yet. But I will take care of that today. But I will go and check out the stream for you. Let's see here, and then Toby came in. All right. Anything else you got going on this month, or that you need to have any spaces open for?
All right.
Did
Let
you
me
cover
look.
that yet?
Let me look at that. Um, Wednesday, I'm going to be right here for the Hump Day auction. Let's see. There we go. All right. I have one spot available November 11th, two spots November 25th, and five spots December 23rd. And if you all don't know about the Friend Selling with Friends, it's a half an hour and you can sell whatever you would like in that half hour. It's all buy it now, um, have it numbered or lettered, and go to town. It's a
It's
lot of
all
fun.
fun too. Yeah. All right, on
It
this
means
channel we do have the one for the reseller community shop hop, September 27th. It is complete and filled. So today I will be sending out everybody on the list. Everybody confirmed. I did have to fill one spot, which is okay because things happen. But I always do a backup list if you would like to be on a backup list in case. But that is filled, and you will be getting an email today or tomorrow with the link of the actual list of everything you need, including the thumbnail and the list of everybody who's on the show lineup. If you would like to be on October 7th, the reseller of the members rapid fire round for October the 7th, I do have 345 or 445 available as of right now. Make sure you email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com. In the subject line, put rapid fire round, and I'll add you to that list. That's for October 7th. Now, as of October 25th, for the next reseller shop hop that's next month, when does it have to be done by? What date to the shop hop? As long as it's 12 to 24 hours prior to your time slot. That's all. You can do it anytime you want ahead of time. That's fine. But I'm going to be sending everybody the thumbnail and everything you need. But then you can have it up to I'll try to have it at least by 12 to 24 hours prior to your time, is what I try to have everybody do. And I'll put all that in the email when I send everybody out. No date? Yeah. No date to have it out, but the show is September the 27th in whatever time slot. So it's the last Saturday of each month. You can have your time slot. I'm going to be sending that today. Everybody confirmed. So now I'm going to send it out for you. Yeah. The date is September 27th, and your time slot, Jennifer, is at 3 o'clock. I am going to send the updated one September 27th. Yeah. And I did send everybody the confirmation email with it. Now that I have one that was filled, I have a new updated one that will go out today. Yeah. September 27th. All right, and also for October 25th, I only have 4 time slots left. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 slots left for October 25th if you want to be on that one. And that could be anybody. It is an uploaded, pre-recorded video, preferably if you can do it as a premiere. That way people can claim, you can chat with everybody like you would be a live, but you're not actually on live, but you're in the chat like a live. And you get to have people claim stuff and then turn around and mark it as a pinned message at the top of your chat, in your chat portion of your video. Yeah. Also, don't forget, every Wednesday we do have our new permanent co-host. If y'all missed last Wednesday, everybody kept calling me, calling the show Johnny's Angels, because everybody was females around me, and we had a blast. And I was the first of many to come for our new co-host. And y'all need to come check it out because it was a hoot. It was fun. And Stormy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing, Wendy? Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you very much. Please hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. We only got 15. What's up with that? Let me make sure I am still subscribed to Toby. Thank y'all for being in here, and I always like to make sure I am still following you. I don't know. It was a great one. All right, I am still following Toby. Good. I am still there. Let's see. Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing?
Morning,
So yeah, last
Cheryl.
one was the first one with there was Miss Josie, Miss Denise, and Regina. Red Arrow Resale are permanent now as of last Monday, and we had a blast. I laughed so hard my cheeks were hurting by the time my face was hurting by the end of the show. Yes, you did miss it. It was fun. Always like to hit that thumb. Thank you so much. You're home. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Now I need a vacation from the vacation. This morning I made sure I woke up early at 2:12, and I got every invoice packed, invoices sent out, ready to go when they pay. Yep, and I already got people who paid already. So all that got done this morning before 7 o'clock. What was this? Yeah, we were a bunch of wild. Yeah, but it was fun. We had a good time, and it was fun. Jeffrey, hello, good morning, and
Good
welcome. And
morning,
how are you
Jeffrey.
doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So today we're going to do a little something different when it comes to our topic of the morning, because this weekend, of course, driving with Robert, he loves listening to his podcast. And podcast is something that, yeah, I can fall asleep very easily, or sometimes I get interested in the topic. Well, this one got me thinking. So with that being said, again, with us starting our new show today, why not bring this topic up? People say, oh, we don't want change. We don't like change. So for today's topic, let's get, without further ado, into today's topic. And of course, today I want to talk a little bit about, of course, it is never too late to change by the power of creativity. Well, Johnny, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about with us doing changes. Like we're changing our Monday evening show at 4 o'clock. And it's more like a wind down from like that song, It's Another Manic Monday. But I can't use that song that I know of yet. I haven't really did a little I'm going to be doing some research on that because I thought about that last night. But first thing I want to talk about when it comes to changes, how many of you, when I do the intro, I got the dollars, let them have it, and you see everything with that old vintage TV? How many of y'all remember how did we used to change those channels on the old TV?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Mark, what was it? How did we change those channels?
You got up off the couch and went over, and you had 3, maybe 4 channels.
That's right. Turn the dial. That is right. So, as y'all know, another thing is when we had that static and you couldn't get a good clear picture, what was the next thing we had to do? Well, in
Adjust
my
the rabbit ears or climb up on the roof and move the
we had like a chain
antenna.
custody thing at our house. The TV was in the living room in the front of the house. So one person stood at the door, one person stood on the side of the house, and then one of us had to go all the way around the back of the house. So we had like 3 or 4 of us in a row saying, okay, turn it. We had to turn it slowly. So you had to turn that antenna, that big old long pole looking antenna looking thing at the top of the house. until you get a nice clear picture. You can only do a little bit at a time because guess what? You have to wait for that. Hold it a little to the right, a little to the left, a little bit more. Whatever it was, it took you to get that clear picture, right? Well, remember those days? What
Oh yeah.
happened after those days when we didn't have to worry about doing the antenna, changing the channel by getting up on the sofa, off the sofa, or if you were sitting on the floor and mom and dad said, change the channel? What did we do after that? Well, we did that for a long time, right? Yes, sir. Always hit the thumbs up. That's what it was. Let's see what the chat is saying about this so far. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let's see what the chat is saying. Now, I know that happened for a long time. I remember my first black and white TV I bought after working 2 jobs, saving my money, and got one little bitty old small TV, black and white, with the antennas. So yes, you had to turn it yourself. Set your kids. That's right. We were the channel changers, the dials. Yep, that's right. Get off the turn it yourself. That is right. Right. Walked across the room. Now, what was the change from that to what we know today? We went from us getting up and changing the channel to now what we call a remote, right? Or dish.
And sometimes the remote had a cord that went to the TV.
That was the first ones we had, right? Exactly. Rhode Island. Wait, what? Sometime over my niece's house in Rhode Island. I went. Oh, awesome, Jeffrey.
Cool.
Got off your butt. That's right. That's right. Antennas, aluminum foil. Yeah, we had all of that back in the day, right? So guess what? After a while, we had different changes, right? Things that we kind of liked, but it was a pain sometimes because you have to get used to, again, oh, I can just sit here and turn the channel. Well, again, every time you turn around, they're upgrading these things. You got satellite dish, you got internet. Some people have dish. But remember, from the actual, we were the remotes, to physically getting a remote. This is some of the things I'm trying to get you to think about when it comes to changes. Even though we may do our own changes and things that we're trying to be creative about, that was back in the day. That's the same concept of what we're doing today. We're doing things for the better. Trust me, it was nice to have a remote control that I didn't have to hurry up or stop what I was doing to go change the channel because my mom or my dad said, come change channel. You know what I'm saying? We were the physical remote. Now we ain't got to worry about all that. Indian countdown and American antennas. That's right. That's right. The cables and internet came up, so we didn't have to worry about that. That was a smooth little transition. Some of us had little problems here and there because you had different ways. And of course, if you can afford the new TVs with the remote, if not, you dealt with what you had. To say that remotes didn't wire. Yep, that's right. Voice command. There's so many changes, right? So we adapt to those type of changes. Unless your kids were there, that's right. Or the batteries died and you still had to go change it yourself? Yeah, right. Now you're called the TV. Yep, exactly. Satellite dish in your backyard. That's right. We had all different types of changes. Those were big, loud donkey chow. And so now we don't have to worry about that. And it was a nice little thing that we had to change. It was a good change. Everything's a good change, of course. Now, some people feel this differently, but that's okay. We all have that right to agree to disagree. Up and down TV remotes. Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? So, again, then there was VHS. That's right. DVDs. Everything was changing from like when we used to have cassette tapes. Then it went to DVDs. Then it went to Blu-ray. All those different things. Is this the
Craig,
more?
we're trying to be positive here.
Craig,
Is that bringing up some
is
trauma?
that, is that bringing up some bad memories? Why you want to be a Debbie Downer, Craig? Come on. We're talking about changes and things that are good. If you don't like it, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord. Don't split you, please. If it's going to bring you down, toodaloo. I changed the channel with Velcom and Mind Melt. So the thing about it is, we remember those things, but we may not remember. We don't remember them as we used to, as memories. But with changes are good, and that's just a prime example of things that we have changed in the past as an inspiration for us to be very powerful in our power of creativity Whether it's your channel, you're collaborating with others, anything it takes for you to do to have that power of creativity, it'll help you change. It helps you grow your channel or in your life business. So your feedback on
And
that, Mark.
I also have to say that the what we have learned, we have lived an amazing life considering what it was back then to what it is now. Look at and well, we've gotten complicit is probably the best word nowadays because all of the things that we didn't know were available back then, we do now. And I mean, look at these damn things.
Well, back in the day, we didn't have a telephone like that. We had the old rotary.
No,
Now,
yeah,
I don't know how many of y'all remember this. I do because my grandmother had one of these, and we've come a long way from inside plumbing in a house where you had to go out and use the outhouse. So those are some changes that you got to think about, even though, yeah, it might make you feel old. But think about the changes that we're going to be doing in our life, whether it's something that you have not done before, you're thinking about. The power of creativity can change things for the good. Whereas if you remember and reminisce the olden days, it shouldn't make you feel old. It just makes you feel how much you've accomplished from then to now. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I wanted to bring this up about change. There's a lot of things that we've changed. And again, it's things that you don't realize how much you've changed in your lifetime already. Chuck, hello, good morning, and welcome. In 1968, I went to the rural for our house when he did. Yep.
automatic rotating antenna. Oh,
That was like down the road, though. Yeah, that was a little bit later. DVDs are great, but everyone, yep. And of course, you made your little, your remix video, your cassette tapes or DVDs. John, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you
hey,
doing?
John Robert.
Laserdisc. I never dealt or did it dealt with any Laserdisc, but it was a thing in the past as well. Do they even still make those? I don't know. So again, it's not a bad thing for change, but be creative about it. Think of things that, again, what can make life better? What can make you better, whether it's in your business or in your YouTube life? Transitions from the black and white. Yep, that too. That was a big change.
Oh yeah,
The black and white to color. Lord Jesus, I remember that.
I
I
do
enjoy
too.
that to live and experience both parts of life. And that's right. And that you learn the different ways that you may have had in the past. And that's another thing when you're thinking about creativity of the power of creativity. Think about it this way: all that stuff we did in the past, and now look how much easier it is today. You can
And
do
we
the same
still
thing with what you're doing.
and
Go
we
ahead.
still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
He's upstairs working.
I thought it would be different. And again, it's always changing, but we always go again. Like the new phones. Every time I hear about it, do you have the new iPhone? No, I don't have an iPhone. I got this kind of phone. But for me, I don't have to always have the newest item that comes out, but some people do. That's okay because that's what they choose to do. But I am happy with, now I remember the flip phones. I remember my first phone, cellular phone, was these big blocks that you had to carry in a case and plug into your cigarette lighter. We've come a long way. And all the changes are good. It's always good. Indoor plumbing from both toilets and yep, in the closet. My great parents did have get outside plumbing and the door into it. Yep, exactly. That's things that we don't realize how much we've changed over the years. Like the Jetsons, pretty soon you're gonna be. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see that one day. 4 months ago, 4 months ago, Craig, in the '60s. Side 7 seconds. My friend came to visit, and that's where was the outhouse. 3-star chicken house. Yes, indeed, 7 stacks. I remember when front wheel drive changed the lights of it. Yeah, you're right about that too. That's right. 4-wheel drive back. Yep. What important change can make is changing your underwear. That's the truth too, Jennifer. Huh. Ain't that the truth? You're good, Jennifer. That's fun. I like that. The bag phones. Yep. Every day is, and it's always good to change. You know, you may not like it, but guess what? We get to adapt to it. Long way to go before we have futures. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So again, and then the reason I'm saying that is because again, it makes us think about things that we've been through and new creations that are coming out every day. But also in reference to us changing our bingo starting today at 4 o'clock. It's now going to be the wind down from a Manic Monday. It's just a chill out little area of us, just a chill out, hang out, talk about what we did, how did we get through it, and relax. Yeah. Answer questions, or just join us on the panel. It's me, Angie. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? So you won't know until we get there what we're going to actually discuss. Yeah, it's one of those things. Another great innovation. Yep, relax. That's right. Anyone remember the wrinkle wash machine?
When I got married in 1978, we bought a townhouse and we had a new baby. And that was the first thing that I had bought for Pam and I was a wringer washer so we could wash dirty diapers.
I
Hey,
remember
we were
that.
grateful to have that.
All right, Chuck.
Yeah, they were a weird idea, but they sold.
They sure did. Don't forget, change the water in the bowl. Yes, indeed. I love change, and changes are good. And you sometimes don't even realize it until it's down the road, and it's like, oh, I remember when this used to be like this. Yeah, they make me choke. The only thing bad about some changes today, people aren't as healthy because they don't hack their machine, do everything for them. Yeah, that's true. I was watching something the other day with somebody was talking about, it was on Robert's podcast thing about wanting to get a washer and dryer that you throw, that it, once you put it in there, it does everything for you, including folding your laundry. And not me. I love the taking it out of the dryer, and as soon as the buzzer goes off, because I do have a buzzer on mine, get up there in my washroom and fold my clothes right out of the dryer. That's just the way I am. I love it that way. But somebody want that idea of it, and it's like, yeah. Angie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, you already replied.
Not that an outhouse is very exciting or anything like that, but I have fond memory. My grandmother in 1969, where they did have indoor plumbing, she did. She had an old water pump on the inside for the kitchen sink. That was the only running water in the house and the outhouse.
That's right. Puffy told us hate them sinking into feelings like he's like, man. Sniff the laundry when you do take it out. No, I don't. Patrick says, okay, I am going to play devil's advocate. Not all changes is for everyone. I agree with that. I agree. And there also comes a point when what works best for you. Example, I have no plans to getting rid of the camera. Hey, that's true. It is all up to that person. Yeah. Newsmatic, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? For those that don't know, the Newsmatic is from the coin community. If you haven't checked them out, go check out their channel. Make sure you're following it. And not all changes are bad. And again, some people don't like change. I understand that. 1969 was a great year.
Craig, it's bittersweet for me because that's the year that my grandmother passed. But yeah, we had a lot of great things that happened that year. Landing on the moon. I'm 10 years old.
Yes, I used to hate that. I used to sit there and untangle it. And then at one point they came out with this little thing called a detangle for your phone cord.
Yeah.
I don't think that really worked. I still had to get there and untangle it. My mom had the longest, I thought it was the longest I've ever seen because she was able to go from the front of the house practically all the way in the hallway and all the way to the living room. Was like, wow, do you really need a cord that long? But yeah, it worked. And changes are hard for some people. That is good. Yes, it is okay. But again, we have to adapt with those things that we have to change sometimes. When I was a teenager, I had a phone you can see through. Yes, I remember those. I had one too. Yep. It wasn't even one in 1969. Yes, never more. And you know it's, and I look, Patrick. I understand. He's got his pride and joy. His Camry. After meeting Patrick, I was in the basement area of Dawn and Mary's, and I can hear Patrick's voice, and you know that voice anywhere you go.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just stopped what I was looking at, and I hear, and I'm looking at the top of the stairs, looking up and saying, "Is that Patrick?" He wouldn't say nothing. He stopped talking. I said, "Mary, is that Patrick?" Then I can, and then she says, "Patrick, we're downstairs," and I heard him again. It was like a concert. Ah, it's Patrick! And sure enough, Patrick come down, and that's how I met Patrick. And then of course we went outside, and he introduced me to his car. Yeah, it's a pride and joy, no matter what it is, and you do what's best for you, no matter how old or problems you may have. You always get it fixed, right? But I understand that, Patrick, because he loves his car, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Reasonable cost maintenance. Next year she'll be 20 years old. That car didn't look no 20 years old. But yeah, you you do what's best for you, and sometimes the older the better. I know mom was getting frustrated when the heat changes. Yeah, changes are sometimes it can be rough. So I have a princess on emergency use. Really? I'd rather put money into keeping her going. And you did it. You're doing a great job because that car looking good. I want one of those bad Honda 2005. She is old, but getting me around. That's all that matters.
Excuse me.
God bless you. I found one of them.
Thank you.
So good. Old cars are easy. Yeah, they are. They sure are. They don't make them like they used to. That's for sure. No clue how to fix mine. I just, yep, that's all that matters. I have not switched out my car in a long time, and I love my car. So what I'm going to do is, Mark, if you can, I'm on Randy's comment. I'm going to start, if you keep up with the chat, I'm going to
Okay.
get these links into the chat. Let's see here.
Let's see. Okay. Randy said my ex had a dumb charger he loved more than me. Thus it's an ex. Well, I thought I was 20 again, then I creaked. I like the older cars too, and I would like to have actually what I would. This is going to sound strange, but I would like to have an old pickup stick. I don't care whether it's three on the tree or 4 speed on the floor. And even though I was told never to get under the hood of a car, there's stories. Uh, yeah.
We were on our way back, and there must have been a car show between Ohio and New York because they actually Indiana and Ohio and New York. There was a lot of vehicles going back the way we were going, and there was so many old cars that Rob and I were like trying to. Once we saw cars, like that's got to be a Chrysler. No, that's a Plymouth. No, that's a Cadillac. And we were pointing them out and trying to figure out what the car was before we got close to it. It was actually pretty cool because I love old cars.
Yeah.
My goal is to have a 1966 red convertible Mustang. I love car shows, love them, and they had a whole bunch of them on the road, and I was like, all giddy, giddy. Oh, that's gonna be, and I love doing that. I guess because when I was growing up, my dad was a mechanic, and I was always under the hood with him learning, especially the old cars. Was my favorite. All right, let's see.
Oh, one day I'm gonna get a Chevy Vega. Oh my God, my sister-in-law had one. Orange.
Yep. The mode cars are great. If I didn't crash my 2004 Honda, I would have kept it forever. And those are the best ones. Yeah, pin the message to the top. One day I'll get me a Chevy Vega. Ooh. Chevrolet level convertible Corvettes. Convertibles, Corvettes. Transmission trucks. I learned my first vehicle was on a Dodge. What was it? Barracuda, 5 speed.
My first car was a 1964 Chevy that had been rear-ended by a Cadillac, and I paid $10 for it.
Wow.
But that
Was this
thing,
weekend?
we could go anywhere in it.
There must have been a lot of car shows this weekend because there was a lot of old cars on the highway.
Yep. There were a lot around Kansas City too.
Hmm. My first car was a Plymouth um, Dodge Diplomat. Was my first car. Paid cash for it too, and I saved for that. Hostile 1970 Cadillac. I remember when I bought my car, the guy was funny. He left because the car traded him had to go. He
You
used
had to
key to
use a
open the
key to
door.
open the door and crank the
Open the
windows.
windows. Yep, I remember those. Let's see. I remember my grandfather had the one we called it the Batman car because it had the big old long pointed and it was black. Ford Pinto. Yep, I remember those. Rolled
I
down with
had
the.
one. I had too damn many cars, but you could get a car for $75, 100,
Ooh,
150.
Firebird.
Those days are long gone.
And look, right now the cars they're making today ain't nothing like the olden days. It was a
Uh-uh.
55 Crown Victoria. Ooh,
Sweet.
yeah. 68 Plymouth
Oh,
Satellite. My mom had a red one. My brother had a gold one, and I had a baby blue one. Satellite Supreme Plus. She had the Supreme Plus. Vinyl tops. The leather tops. The silver bullet. No paint, just primer. Hmm. Cars work now. All computerized. Yes. But that's one thing I have to say. I learned a lot from my dad because he taught us, when I say us, meaning if we wanted to learn, you had to be on the side. And if he told you to grab a certain tool, you better make sure you know what you're picking up. Don't give him something that he didn't ask because you can knock your knuckles off. Did I ask for this? What is this? That's not what I asked you for. Nowadays, you hit a child that can complain of child abuse. But that's how I learned. And then wrong with that.
66 Oldsmobile Delta 88. Oh, well, man.
That's one thing I love is the old car show with all those old cars and they're all restored and nice and clean. Those are ones that was back in the day. I used to love being
Oh,
there on the
yeah.
corner with my dad under the car.
I had
Station.
one of those, Jennifer. Mine was a Ford with the simulated wood paneling down the side. Mm-hmm.
Now you see, here's another way of us thinking. We're going down memory lane, and now we're talking about old cars compared to now. That was a big change from what we used to do compared to now. Now everything's computerized. They can put it on a machine and this, that, and the other. Where back in the day, you open that hood and they didn't tell you exactly what it was just by the sound. Nowadays, you got to put everything on a computer. But again, that's part of changes. You got to be ready for changes. We love them, but I'll still go back to my old car though one day. Yep, I remember those. It's a light.
Fairmont wagon.
Wow. Was that like the Brady Bunch? Glamours. Hello, good morning, and welcome. My husband just bought
Hey,
him a
babe.
midlife crisis car. It's a cherry red 68 Firebird Pontiac. Ooh, awesome.
Cool.
Good morning, Glamours. Some of the wooden panels in the car. Yeah, that was back in the day there. Distraction. Yep, exactly. And that's the changes we got now. remember writing a no seat. No, back then we didn't have to worry about seat belts. No. But if you got hit, trust me, you were safe. Currency would
Yeah.
give people. Yep. Not a full size wagon. What? All right, the link is at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to come on and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to. I know last week we had a couple of people who were trying to get to their milestones. If you're here, let us know. How are you doing? I didn't get a chance to check you again because I was on vacay last week. And I didn't get a chance to check. I hope your internet is better. Well, it's been better since I've been back home because I'm hot wired in now. Before we are all allowed to get our own driver's license, we had to know change time.
Change
Yes,
your tire.
exactly. I learned how to pump gas in a car because my mother refused to pump gas in a car. So that's how I learned. We always would be in the car with mama to go get gas so we can pump gas. Then we had to learn how to change a tire, check your oil. You had to do all of that before you got your license. You're right about that. That's right. You had to know all of that before you were even thinking about a license. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 16. But I made sure I had to get all that, made sure I knew all of that before then. Because if not, you weren't going to get your license. I call that in grocery. I call it the grocery.
Grocery getter.
Yep. I drove a 1972 Cadillac in high school. What?
Mm-mm-mm.
It was great. I had to learn. Yeah, you have to learn. These days, the kids just get a key to the car and just kick off. It's like then they on the side of the road, they don't know how to change a tire. And that's one of the things you want to. Back then, you definitely test drove that car, listen for everything. Well, my dad used to work for a full service gas station. My mom would always go there. 1967 Ford Galaxy. Wow, I haven't seen one of them in years.
500.
Wow. I used to smoke while I shopped. Yeah, they don't do that no more neither, right?
No.
How to
Smoking
change
on the
the
plane, train,
Ella,
hospital.
Ella.
Morning,
Hello, good morning,
Ella.
welcome, Ella. Daddy made me change the turn on the car and check on. Yeah, we had to do all of that. Susie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
Good
see
morning,
you.
sweetheart.
Welcome.
Michael and I had so much fun last night with Clams and Susie.
Yeah, I was able to get in there a little bit. Say, look, I made it home. I'm safe, and I'm out of here. I had to get all kind of stuff done before bed. This is what roadside. And that's right. That's right. Ain't like that no more. Yes, they did. None of that now.
Nope.
Again, it goes back to changes. Um, the power of creativity is amazing, and it's at your fingertips, and you just have to do what's best for you and change. There's nothing wrong with change. And it's good sometimes. It can be for the good. It can be for the bad. It's up to you. Everybody's different, but good changes are good. Mark, I was lurking while driving home. So funny with the jewelry lots.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Talking about smoking in like hospitals and all. We used to smoke. I say we, but there was a smoking area inside of a funeral home. Most of the people were in there smoking and drinking coffee besides being outside visiting with everybody. Oh, Lord of Jesus. Then I thought about a 60 what? A 1967 Chrysler 300. Wow. $180.
Yep.
Yeah, that's been a long time. Yeah, the good old days, right?
Embrace change. Yeah, smoking in airplanes. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's back when the doctors was, oh, have a cigarette. It'll make you feel better.
It'll calm your nerves.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Mia does a live show at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Yeah. But again, it does go with, again, changes are good. Some people don't like changes, but again, it's all up into that. Everybody's different. It's whatever is best for you. I bought the car in 1980. Wait, what was this? Now you can't even smoke outside in the park. I saw Patrick's comment. Where did it go?
Well, it's right below that. The Camry is a designated smoking area.
Park. The Camry is a designated. Oh, okay. Yep. 1980 for $180. Wow. Yep, that's true too.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. They had cigarettes on the TV and movies. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it made you cool.
All those Western movies and shows. I was really into cars. My first was a Nova 77. Wow.
SS.
I saw one of those this
SS.
weekend. Even rebuild the carburetor. I used to love doing that with my dad. That's one thing my dad taught me. When you're taking anything apart, you start from the furthest and you put the first part down, and everything you put it in order.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're done, you clean it and you put it right back in that same order so you don't miss anything. That's how I learned to deal with things with the cars. COPD, it seems like the only thing you can't count on is change. It seems like the only thing you can count on is change, and that's true. Reminiscing about the olden days and where we're at now, yeah, there's a lot of changes we went through. Yeah.
You got a point, Patrick.
But again, some people don't like changes and some people do. And sometimes it can be good, So that's why I was bringing that idea up today in reference to the topic of today was the power of creativity. But back in the day, we did one thing, and then now we don't think about it because it's constantly changing, and we just adapt to the changes. I know sometimes changes are good. Some changes like, why did we change that? But again, it could be good. Change is good, and it is good. I think it is, and everybody, again, remember, this is a place where how I always say that, it's always, we can always agree to disagree. Everybody has their own opinion, and it's all welcomed. Yeah, I know, right? I wish they would change that. I'd be up for that change.
Mm-hmm.
They changed. Okay, I see why I didn't highlight that one. Finally quit smoking 7 years ago. I am now. It's got to be 10 years, 6 years here. I think I'm going on my 9th year myself. I haven't smoked a cigarette. I just can't smell. I can't stand the smoke. Not even the smell of it. Been on the patch for 8 months. Ouch. Well, Scarlett, there's nothing wrong with your opinions. Everybody, it's always good to have your own opinions. Taking an example. Oh, here we go with an example, y'all. Patrick, right here. Take, for example, YouTube. Pre-YouTube video hosting services, you were far and few. You had several players to get videos to play. That's right. That is true. I just wanted them to patches. I just haven't put them on yet. Harry, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Well, that's awesome, Michael. 16 years. Wow. Congratulations.
Good for you.
Well, everybody is getting to that time. We're going to get ready in the show because I have to go pick up my children from the daycare. The lady has to be to work for 10, and then thank God it's only like 7 minutes away from here in the same town I live in. I started using this app called Rover, and she's only 7 minutes away. So I got to go pick up my babies and bring them home. Don't forget, tonight at 4 o'clock, we are going to start this new show at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The thumbnail's there. Everything's in the description. You want to check out what we're going to be doing for the show. And again, thank each and every one of y'all for always coming out and showing your love and support to the channel. Also, don't forget to check out everybody who's in the chat. See if you're following them. Hit the notifications and make sure you hit that thumbs up. But most importantly, leave those comments. Hope to see y'all at 4 o'clock. And again, don't forget to make your comments on every video that we do on this channel any time of the month. If you make a comment, make sure it has to do with something we said, talked about, or discussed in the live show or a pre-recorded video. and you get your chance to be in the wheel for the moon pie giveaway that is done every first Monday of each month. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet. Until another chat, have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man. You got